Hi, welcome to Drawing Club. Today we're drawing bubble letters. Okay, so these are our first 6 bubble letters, and to make them you will need a pencil and maybe an eraser to erase your mistakes and a pencil sharpener. And at the end, maybe a black pencil crayon or a black marker to outline, and some color pencils or some crayons or markers to color with. But as usual, I'm going to use my gray marker to draw with, just so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so when we make bubble letters, the first thing we do is just make the regular letter. So I'm going to make an uppercase A just by making some straight lines. You probably already know how to do this, and crossing it just like that. I'm going to do all of them to begin with, all of the regular uppercase letters before I change them into bubble letters. So I'm going to make an uppercase B. Like this, and an uppercase C, like this. And remember, you can pause the video if I'm going too fast and catch up. Here's an uppercase D, and an uppercase E, and last, an uppercase F. Now, there are some different ways to make bubble letters, but I think the way that I'm going to show you is the easiest way. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a kind of a balloon shape around each line in the letter. So I'm going to start here at the top and just draw, imagining it's like one of those party balloons that, those long ones that you get at parties. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the same again to this side, like that. And then for the middle part, I'm just going to do it like this. And then when I use my black marker, I'm going to show you that I'm going to trace over only some of the lines to make the bubble letters, and that I would erase the other lines. So let's try this again. For this one, I'm going to do that nice big sort of balloon sausage shape around the first line of the B, and then I'm going to make another. I'm going to curve this one around like this. So there we go. And then again around the next one. Like that. And around the C only has this one line, so I'm just going to make the balloon curve all around the outside of the C. Just like that. And then the D, it's going to be a little bit like the B. Actually, it'll be easier than the B because it's just got the one curving line. I'm going to make that big sausage shape around the first line of the D, and then curve another balloon around the inside. Just like that. And then the E is going to have quite a few of these balloons in it. It has more lines. So there's the first one. And then I'm going to make one around each of the other lines. So one there. This one will be a little bit shorter. One there. And that one a bit longer. There. And last but not least, we have our F. So we'll make another balloon around the long line, and then the 2 shorter lines will get their own balloons. So there's one, and one more. And that's all I would need to do with my pencil. So I'm going to put away my gray marker. You should have been using a pencil, and I'm going to use my outliner marker. And this is the part where I'm not going to trace over all of the lines I've made, just some of them. And that'll give me that bubble look that I want. So I'm going to start with the A here. And I'm just going to trace over that part of the A and this lower part of the crossbar of the A. And then I'm going to trace over to make that little triangle inside the A, like that. And then I'm going to trace around the rest of the A. Just very carefully going over the lines I've already made. And while I'm doing that, I can think about the sound that A makes and the keyword that I know that goes with A. So I can think about that, and I can think about A, apple, ah. And there are lots of other words that start with A as well, like ant and. But there we go. So we have A, apple, ah. And I'm going to put a few little highlights, because if this was really made of balloons, for example, it would have kind of little lights on it. So I'm just going to put 2 little circles to show that there's some light shining on my A. I'm going to do the same again for my B. B, bat, B. I'm going to trace around that part. Oh, but I think I'll do the inside part. Actually, I should have done this first. I'm going to do the inside part of the B first. So I'm going to put 2 curving lines here and here, and then a little round part for the inside part of the B there. And then I'm going to curve around the rest of that bubble shape, like this. So of course, but starts lots of words. Like I already said, be bat, ba, or be ball, ba, or be basketball, ba. So there's our B. And I'll put those little lights shining on the top again. So there's our B. Next, our C doesn't really have, we just have to basically trace over the outside line of the C. So C, cat, k. And of course, there are some other letters we know that make the k sound, like K and CK. But we're looking for the one that starts words like cat and car. C, cat, k. There we go. I'll put a few little highlights up there for where the light is shining on the C. And our D. Okay, in fact, let's do the inside first. So we'll do a little line there. And like that. And then outline the rest of it. Our keyword for D is dog. So D, dog, D is how we remember D. But lots of other words start with D, like dig, and some names like Dennis. There we go. So there's our D, dog, D. Let's do our E next. Okay, so we'll do these little bumpy lines in the inside first, I think. And then we'll do the outside. Now the keyword that we usually use at my school for E is E, ed, eh. Here we go. But of course, words like elephant would have that same eh sound at the beginning. There we go. E, ed, eh. So do our little light circles. And our last letter for this first set of bubble letters, we will do all of them. So I think every Tuesday we'll do a new set of bubble letters until we finish the alphabet. But let's do our F. And the key word we use at my school for F is fun. F, fun, f. So let's just trace. Make those nice balloony shapes around the F. And once you've learned how to make all of the balloon letters, then you can start to make words out of them. So we might practice that too. After we do all of the letters, we might try a few cool words made of balloon letters. or bubble letters. There we go. There's our F. And we'll make a couple of little lights. And that's how we make our first set of A, B, C, D, E, and F into bubble letters. And so here is the color ones I did. So I just chose some basic, what they call primary colors, and a couple of secondary colors. So red and blue and yellow are all primary colors, and then we have some secondary colors like green, because green is made of mixing these two colors. That's why it's called secondary. And orange is made by mixing these two colors, and then purple is made by mixing these two colors. But I also did, you can see, I started dark at the top, and then I went lighter with my color just to give it a kind of a cool effect. But of course, you can color them any way you would like. Okay, thanks for coming today, and I can't wait to see you guys again. Bye-bye.